Coming up on CitySpan, minor disruptions pave the way for major improvements. Inspecting the lines, what lies beneath.
Quality drinking water, straight from the source. And how the city controls flooding, a behind-the-scenes look.
Stay tuned, CitySpan starts right now. Today we get to talk to everybody about all the things that they use every day and never get to see.
We do. It's the exciting part of the daily things that people get to use and they don't even think about it. It's the underground stuff, the lights, the traffic, the streets, those types of things that we're going to talk about today.
And all the hard work that the men and women of our bureau put in every day.
Absolutely. There are tremendous efforts all the time happening behind the scenes that no one gets to see or hear about. And we're going to bring those stories to light today.
Up first on CitySpan, a major infrastructure improvement adjacent to downtown will make things easier for commuters and could help spur development along the President Street corridor. CitySpan's Carol Miller has more.
There's a $28 million project underway just east of downtown, but don't expect to see a new hotel or shopping plaza, at least not yet. What you will see is a raised General McIntosh President Street intersection to help eliminate chronic flooding, a new improved section of roadway, new intersections with upgraded crosswalks and traffic signals, and new landscaping.
The project really morphed from a street improvement project and developing a new intersection to overall capital improvement project. Our main sewer force main draining downtown, all of downtown sewage to the treatment facility along President Street, that line's being replaced. Other major water mains along the project are being replaced. A new control valve station building is being built near the intersection of General McIntosh and President Street. We will have 3 new lighted intersections on the project. The General McIntosh President Street intersection will be a new alignment. There will be another lighted intersection along General McIntosh and then one on President Street as well. We'll have sidewalks along President Street, 8-foot wide sidewalks, the standard 5-foot sidewalks along General McIntosh Boulevard. At each of these new traffic intersections, we'll have crosswalks with that stamped concrete that you're used to, maybe along Martin Luther King Boulevard when that street improvement project occurred. There'll be a new median along President Street, which will include landscaping in that median as well as the shoulders of the roadway, and ADA handicap ramps installed at these intersections. The infrastructure, again, is the part that the people won't see, but just keep in mind there is a major infrastructure underground that's being improved.
While the project will take nearly 3 years to complete, that timetable has been shortened significantly. Contractors are utilizing the latest technology to speed up the dirt settling process, also known as surcharging.
Surcharging can be done with just piling material and allowing that weight of that material to consolidate those underlying soils. Geotechnical engineers involved on the project address that as taking potentially a year and a half. That being the case, to expedite this process, we're actually going the next step and installing what's referred to as wick drains. These wick drains will allow that underlying moisture to perk out of the soil and allow those underlying soils to consolidate much quicker. So going from a year and a half of just letting soil sit out here with not a lot else you can do, we've actually condensed that time frame to 6 months.
While General McIntosh will remain closed, traffic light improvements to intersections along the detour route and the addition of cameras have allowed traffic engineering to monitor the area and make adjustments to keep traffic flowing.
We will be having to shut down the left turn lane onto Truman Parkway if you're going east out of town. That gets you on Truman Parkway southbound. We need that roadway essentially to shift traffic to the north, all 4 lanes to the north, which allows crews to work on that southern side of President Street. The whole point of this is to make sure we're maintaining 4 lanes of traffic at all times on this project. Now there will be minor single lane closures We're only allowing those during the low flow, low volume traffic times of the day, say 9 to 4, not within those peak commuter times in the morning and afternoon.
Funding for the project includes SPLOST dollars, capital funds from the city's Water and Sewer Department, and the issuance of bonds. Project updates are available at the city's website, savannahga.gov/president. This project is expected to be completed in the fall of 2017.
There's an underworld below the streets of Savannah, and it's not for the faint of heart. That's where television inspection and inflow and infiltration comes in. An underworld commando unit hunting out leaks in the city's network of stormwater and sewer lines using cameras and robots. The underground drones, if you will, in a much less frequented world.
Meet the smallest employee of the city. A 2-foot-long bot and camera which travels the netherworld of the city's sewage system. It's the sharp end of a high-tech tele-investigative team that scours the city, seeking out kinks in the system. Using their cutting-edge equipment, the television inspection unit team locates problems so repair teams can get straight to work.
Sometimes we have situations where these lines overflow, and when they overflow, then that's when we have issues too, because that becomes a problem.
So that's the main focus of our job there, to identify defects. Then we send the work order back to sewer maintenance, and they come out and repair the lines.
A crew comes with a television truck and a VATCON truck, similar to a large vacuum cleaner on wheels, to clear away blockages if needed. And then they put the robot to work, sending it down into the system to get a closer look at what exactly the problem is.
Your bigger camera, we have bigger tractor. That actually is the tractor that we use for the storm lines, or anything bigger than an 18-inch. What we have inside the line now is just a camera that runs from an 8-inch, 6-inch, all the way up to maybe a 12 or 15-inch line.
Once a problem is located, the team will use a rigid system, which shoots a sonar signal underground to determine the exact location of the bot. They'll contact sewer maintenance and request the needed repairs.
When we don't hear from the community, it's a good thing for us. When we do hear from the community, typically there's an issue.
Reporting for CitySpan, I'm Jody Jenkins.
While the best for less may sound like a slogan, when it comes to Savannah's drinking water supply, it's no brag, just fact. CitySpan's Jody Jenkins has more on what makes Savannah's drinking water the best in the state.
In the far reaches of Effingham County, in the quiet of the pine and oak forests, a tributary runs through it. It's fed by a watershed, 75% of which is covered by forest. And one of the first steps in having good water is trees.
The best thing for drinking water is a tree. Trees act as natural filters. The land around you is forested with hardwoods, oaks, and spruce pine. And then we have the wetlands, which have tupelo and cypress in them. It's a very pristine natural setting, and it produces great water.
The best, according to the experts. Savannah's drinking water was voted the best in the state in a blind tasting by the Georgia Association of Water Professionals in 2014. The process for surface water begins in this remote stretch of tributary known as the Abercorn Branch. Here, the city operates a pumping station that pulls in 35 million gallons of water each day and pumps it 8 miles to the water treatment plant in Port Wentworth. Here, it's treated to remove particulate matter, and then it moves through a series of settling tanks, clearing the water at each stage. 35 million gallons of water is treated here every day. But Savannah has a second source, the Floridan Aquifer, a natural underground filtering and holding system that stretches across 5 states.
It's one of the best water sources in the world. All the city does is with our 52 well systems scattered throughout Chatham County. We draw in the water and we zap it with a little chlorine, and that's just to provide a disinfectant as it goes through our distribution system. Depending on where you live, we add a little fluoride. If you're in the Savannah, Maine or Wilmington Island area, then you receive fluoride in your drinking water, and that's it. The capacity
Because of the high demand on the aquifer, over the years, Savannah has cut back on its take from the groundwater. 60 million gallons a day in the 1980s to less than 25 million gallons today. But this increasing reliance on surface water clearly hasn't affected quality. Reporting for CitySpan, I'm Jody Jenkins.
Like providing that safe drinking water to our citizens, controlling stormwater runoff in Savannah is no easy task either, especially during heavy rainfall events. It takes a system of some 390 miles of storm sewers, over 160 miles of drainage ditches and canals, and 5 detention ponds. But the high-tech key to Savannah's drainage system is a network of 7 stormwater pumping stations. These stations use computer-controlled pumps to move stormwater from the streets to the canals and eventually out to the ocean. Stormwater Management's Ken Kelly gave CitySpan a tour of the Duran Avenue pumping station to explain how it all works.
What it's designed to do in the Casey South Basin is drain the city and basically convey the water from the Casey Canal south to the next pump station, which is Montgomery Crossroad, and then into Hayner's Creek. It has 11 pumps. Each pump has a capacity of 78,000 gallons a minute for a total of 858,000 gallons a minute, you know, with all 11 pumps running. It operates automatically. That includes the bar screen structure that is behind us that picks up trash and basically takes it out of the water as it comes into the station. And then the 11 pumps run automatically, and that's all based on water level. As water level increases, the water in the canal gets deeper, then more pumps will turn on. Now that's actually one of the pumps. That's 2 tons, 500 horsepower electric motor, 78,000 gallon a minute pump. That's about $250,000 you're looking at right there. Each tube's a pump. This is the discharge side, and then the channel beyond snakes its way down to Montgomery Crossroads, which is the ultimate discharge into Haynes Creek. What I'm trying to do is evacuate the channel. The problem with the street flooding is the water getting from, say, the neighborhood to the canal, not moving it down the canal.
The city has spent nearly $250 million on drainage over the last 20 years, much of it from the voter-approved Special Purpose Local Option Sales Tax, or SPLOST. You can get more information on these projects at the city's website, savannahga.gov/SPLOST.
Coming up on CitySpan, changing the landscape, new ways to make Savannah more business-friendly.
And later, sweet success, thanks to help from the SBAC.
Littering. It's trashy, stupid, and illegal, and it doesn't belong on the streets of Savannah. That's why we need your help to stop people from trashing our city. When you see people littering, take a picture or video, then post it to social media using the hashtag LitterCrew. You could win gift cards, parking passes, and more. The message is clear. Think before you throw, or get publicly humiliated and pay a big fine. Make a difference. Find out more at keepsavannahclean.com. Brought to you by City of Savannah and Parkers.
Welcome back to CitySpan. I'm Michele Strickland. Climbing the charts with a bullet. That's what Savannah's been doing over the last 2 years on Forbes' list of the top 200 places for business and careers in America. From 145th on the list to 78th last year. But to make Savannah the most business-friendly city in America, changes were in order. That's why Mayor Jackson established her Business Roundtable, chaired by businessman Greg Parker. That group's recommendations to make the city more business-friendly were officially rolled out in mid-June.
It was a long process, but it was very well worth the effort. You know, Greg gave us a motto early on. He decided that there was no reason Savannah could not be the most, what did he call it? He said the most business-friendly city in America. And he said it enough until we began to believe it.
You've accomplished something that's really meaningful, and it's going to change the landscape of Savannah today and going forward.
Innovations include a new city business website where you can register and pay fees online, dashboards gauging the city responsiveness to business needs, and customer service kiosks that allow citizens to give feedback to the city. To learn more, visit the city's website at savannahga.gov/business.
With major projects on the horizon, like the planned arena and the development of the Canal District, Savannah's west side is getting its share of attention these days. Recently, the Savannah Development and Renewal Authority held a neighborhood cleanup beautification event in the area. It's a signal that the time has come for this long-neglected area of the city.
It was billed as a beautification project, where businesses and neighbors came together to show solidarity and community spirit. But it was more a metaphor for the rekindled hopes of this once thriving corridor.
So much of the core downtown has already been redeveloped. It's thriving, it's doing very, very well, and there's a lot of energy and excitement headed this direction. And I think all of us in Savannah should be really excited about that.
The business incubator at Guild Hall is at the heart of a nascent MLK startup community. There's the planned Central Precinct further south, along with another business incubator. And of course, the potential game changer of them all, the new event arena and proposed Canal District plans that would funnel the growing economic energy of downtown and MLK into Savannah's west side. Reporting for CitySpan, I'm Jody Jenkins.
A valuable resource for those wanting to start or expand a business is the Small Business Assistance Corporation. SBAC provides business loans, counseling, training, and more to small business owners in Savannah and the Lowcountry. Each month on CitySpan, we highlight a local business that has benefited from those services. SBAC's Leandra Michael has more.
Today we're visiting Lulu's Chocolate Bar in downtown Savannah. Now, most of us have an affinity for chocolate, but Janine and Rebecca have managed to do the impossible. They made chocolate even better. Lulu's brings a unique concept to the city, and it's paying off. The business has expanded, adding about 20 new employees. Their made-from-scratch desserts won Best in Savannah every year since 2008. We're standing in front of the building where all the magic happens. Rebecca and Janine added SBAC to their roster when they decided to purchase this building. Let's take a look inside.
We've been friends for a bunch of years, and we decided we wanted to try and open a business together. So Janine had seen a concept in North Carolina that was similar to what we wanted to do. We didn't know what we wanted to do, but she saw this place and she said, with your knowledge of baking and your love of baking and business, in her business sense, she's like, I think we should try something like this. And it was a late night dessert and actually just coffee place. But since this is Savannah, we decided it should have a bar. We added that in actually kind of as an afterthought.
It took us a while to get this place built. We found it, we loved it. We had to build the bar, we had to build the kitchen. We almost ran out of money before we ever even opened. And then we weren't even assured that it was going to be popular. We just thought, oh, our friends might come.
I know, we had no idea what to expect. I mean, we were obviously hoping that it would, but the community embraced us, and we were pretty busy from the very beginning. I mean, and just grown and grown over the years.
We did realize that we had some demands where we had to expand. We outgrew our kitchen here, and we had to move our kitchen off-site and buy a van and bake every day and bring our desserts over. And also, roughly around this time, Steve and George from the SBAC gave us a holler and said, hey, ladies, if you want to buy your property, then I can get you a really great loan with low interest. So we got the place. We've been through the SBAC, and that was what, 2011? Mm-hmm. And it's been working out great. And the SBAC is actually processing us right now for a debt consolidation loan. It is a lot of work to get the loans and a lot of paperwork and a lot of information that you need to provide. And
just planning the business itself and making sure that we had a solid business plan and a plan of action and the right staff and everything. I mean, it's just, we had to put everything of ourselves into it for the first 4 or 5 years, and we're happy to do it, but proved ourselves and earned the help of the SBAC in the meantime.
Exactly.
If you need a loan to start or grow your business, visit the Small Business Resource Center at 111 East Liberty Street, or check us out online, sbacsav.com. Reporting for the Small Business Assistance Corporation, I'm Leandria Michael.
CitySpan has teamed up with the folks at Bank on Savannah, an initiative of Step Up Savannah, to provide you with easy tips to help you make the most of your money. With more, here's Richard Reeve from Consumer Credit Counseling Services of Savannah.
Have you started thinking about retirement? You can borrow to buy a house or a car or go to school, but you can't borrow to retire. Whether your retirement is in 30 years, 10 years, or just around the corner, it's important to start saving for it now. The sooner you start saving for retirement, the better. If you have an employer-sponsored retirement account, make sure you take advantage of it. Employer-sponsored retirement accounts are called 401ks, 457 plans for government employees, and 403bs for nonprofit companies. Some employers match a fixed percentage or amount of your contributions. That's free money that you're leaving on the table if you don't take advantage of it. And who doesn't like free money? Whether your employer offers a retirement plan or not, you can open an IRA or individual retirement account. An IRA is a personal savings account that allows you to set aside a certain amount of money each year for retirement. You can choose a traditional IRA, which allows you to pay taxes on the money when you take it out or in your retirement years. Or you can choose a Roth IRA that allows you to pay the taxes on it before you put the money in the account. Go ahead and determine a set amount that you will transfer out of your paycheck for retirement savings. Remember, starting small is better than not starting at all. It is never too early or too late to save for retirement. Until next time, I'm Richard Reeve, and you can bank on this.
Chatham Area Transit, or CAT, is an important piece of Savannah's transportation plan, providing a variety of options for residents and tourists. And CAT has several initiatives to help you make the most of your summer. Patricia Hawkins has more.
Hi, I'm Patricia Hawkins with your monthly CAT update. Summertime means lots of things are going on at Chatham Area Transit. First up, CAT is preparing for a big Independence Day celebration on July 4th. We will be providing a shuttle service from the Savannah Mall from 6:30 to 10:30 p.m. for those persons that would like to travel downtown and enjoy the fireworks on the river without the hassle of parking. Round-trip fare is just $3, and we do encourage you to have correct change. Next, Chatham Area Transit is one of the many sponsors for the 7th annual Ready, Set, Go Back to School initiative. The goal is to provide every school-age child with the necessary supplies for a successful school year. The Saturday, August 15th event will feature health and dental screenings, school registration information, featured performers, and vendor booths. Help support this initiative by purchasing and donating school supplies to one of CAT's 2 office locations, the Joe Murray Rivers Jr. Intermodal Transit Center at 610 West Oglethorpe Avenue or CAT Central at 900 East Gwinnett Street. And finally, summer youth passes are still available and good through August 31st for youth up to age 18. The $40 pass allows unlimited use of public transit all day, every day, throughout the summer. Contact CAT Customer Service at 233-5767 for more information. That's it for this month's updates. Until next time, I'm Patricia Hawkins, and as always, thank you for catching a cat.
Still to come on CitySpan, helping put the city on the path to a greener, more renewable future.
And later, stepping up to help curb litter in Savannah.
Every day, I can make a difference. Building relationships with kids, helping others, and making my community safer. I enjoy being a part of this team. It was an easy transition from the military. I joined the Army for my country. I became a police officer for my family. My daughter looks up to me. That will put a smile on any dad's face. If you're ready to make a difference, step forward.
Welcome back to CitySpan. I'm Heath Lloyd. We all want our city organization to be more environmentally friendly and responsible. But how do we do it? For the past 6 months, 2 graduate students have been working with the city's sustainability office to find the answer. They're using some of what they learned in their native Austria, a country that meets 60% of its energy needs through water generation, and their work here could help the city on its path to a greener, more renewable future. Jody Jenkins has more.
For the city of Savannah, sustainability is about cutting waste and finding new efficiencies in a sprawling organization of nearly 2,500 employees. An organization with fleets of vehicles, vast infrastructure, and ever-increasing demand on the services it provides. While cost savings is essential as a bottom-line selling point, an integral part of the end game is green, making our environment more tenable through conservation. Paul Deinhofer and Andreas Wimmer are 2 Austrian interns trying to help the city shape that vision. Graduate students in eco-energy engineering, for the past 6 months, they've been working for Savannah city government through an exchange program with Georgia Tech. Deinhofer developed a computer model to analyze the heating and cooling demands of buildings to determine the most efficient systems for climate control. He studied weather data to understand how environmental conditions affect the demand for energy.
The building services systems should be based on sustainable services systems. The main goal is to save energy on the one hand, and of course to be cost effective.
Another approach is solarizing city facilities, and that's what Andreas Wimmer is trying to achieve.
We are looking at facilities that are owned by the city or operated by the city, and try to develop or plan a photovoltaic system that is properly sized, so that good economics can be achieved. And therefore we're looking at different buildings, like the State Street Garage is one project where we try to build a combination of a canopy with a photovoltaic system, and they also think about building a car charging station there, so in theory the produced energy could be used for charging electro cars.
Reporting for CitySpan, I'm Jody Jenkins.
For some time now, the City of Savannah has given senior citizens a discount on their utility bills, and now that program is being extended to persons with disabilities. Residents with disabilities who meet age and income requirements can qualify for $16 off of their bi-monthly combined water and sewer bills. To obtain the reduction, applicants must appear in person with proof of age, social security card, and identification verifying address, as well as a water bill in the applicant's name.
To be eligible for the program, you must be receiving SSI or SSDI. For a single person, you must be receiving under $958. Married combined income $1,293. You must be for this part of the program, you must be between the ages of 18 and 64. If you're over 64, then you would apply at Senior Citizens Incorporated on Bull Street.
Life Incorporated accepts open enrollment between 10 and 2 on Tuesdays at their office at 5105 Paulson Street. For more information, you can contact Mark Swift at 912-920-2414 or mswift@lifecil.com.
Each year, the City of Savannah recognizes its older residents with a fun and food-filled event at the Civic Center. It's also an opportunity for the city to showcase all the services offered to seniors and the sense of community the senior centers provide.
Seniors from about 17 centers from the city of Savannah, Chatham County, and the surrounding areas gathered to play games and browse information booths about legal rights, health care, housing, and other issues affecting seniors.
When we do these activities 3 or 4 times a year to bring multiple centers together, then they are, they're motivated to be a part of that.
In a short series of speeches, leaders from Savannah and Chatham County thanked seniors for their contributions to the welfare of their community. Reporting for CitySpan, I'm Jody Jenkins.
And finally on CitySpan, an initiative launched in the spring to help fight litter in the community recently got a big boost to help support its efforts. Energy company Kinder Morgan Incorporated donated $20,000 to the Keep Savannah Clean campaign, a public-private partnership that's attempting to cut in half the amount of litter in Savannah.
We're happy to be here today to announce our support in becoming a partner for this important initiative to keep a beautiful city beautiful.
We hope to become the model by which other cities look to understand what we can do better in our community to eradicate litter.
Many partners have come about in our community to work for this, but it takes us all working in partnership to make it happen. And we can do it here in this community.
The Keep Savannah Clean campaign uses a broad public education effort, citizen engagement through social media, and increased enforcement to target persistent litter. It was created by the City of Savannah, Parker's Convenience Stores, and the Savannah Morning News, in conjunction with the nonprofit Keep Savannah Beautiful, and financial support from more than 24 local businesses and organizations. Citizens can join the campaign and win weekly prizes by uploading photos of litter pickup efforts or photos of those breaking litter laws to www.keepsavannahclean.com or by using social media and tagging photos with #LitterCrew.
Wow, what a tremendous effort to keep Savannah clean, an effort to cut the litter by 50%, cut it in half. Wow, what an effort.
That is a tremendous effort that Keep Savannah Clean has taken on. I've seen posters around town and heard the commercials to take photos of people who are littering and to hashtag it and post it on Facebook. I think what a great idea.
Yeah, it's really exciting, and what it really does is speaks a lot about how we care for our environment, what the litter, taking that litter out, what it actually does for the environment.
Of course, from our Bureau's perspective, it keeps it out of the storm sewer. We're going to keep the water flowing, keep the flooding down. It's all, for us, it goes all back to the infrastructure.
Absolutely. And I must say, Michele, this has been really great opportunity to co-anchor with you. I do appreciate it so much for you being willing to be a co-anchor today with me.
It has been a lot of fun, Heath. We have a great time in our Bureau, and it has been a lot of fun to do this today.
Don't forget, for the latest news and information about the City of Savannah, keep it tuned to SGTV. Visit our website, savannahga.gov, or follow us on Facebook and Twitter.
Until next time, thanks for watching, and thanks for making Savannah your home.